Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's Professor Pierce here, PP for short. Today I got a Glimmora deck for you guys. This deck is pretty exciting to set up. It is very interesting in terms of getting your opponent to really think about what bench Pokemon they need. And it's pretty interesting on how sometimes they'll decide on which Pokemon they think they need for the time being. It's also pretty interesting because you want to go second most of the time, which is contrary to what you want to do in this meta, but that is what the Boost Shake and Gita are for. I'll show you a little bit about it as we get started here in just a minute, but there is the deck list. Nothing too crazy about it. You got Radiant Sneasler in there for some more poison damage, just a little bit of extra damage here, but we'll go ahead and get into the video facing Lols here. Once again, amazing name. And we got a really cool Zoroark coin, which is interesting. And maybe we're facing a Zoroark deck here. I do like the coin. I don't think I've seen that one before. I wonder what that's from. It's probably from like Sun and Moon or something like that. So certainly an older coin. So opponents can go first, which is fine because we want to go second. That is a mulligan 100%. That's a very bad hand too. So glad we are getting another mulligan twice. But this one's not so bad. We got Squawk in hand too. So, looks like we are facing Charmander, or we're facing Charizard deck right here, and they have the Fortnite Battle Pass. Let's see what they're gonna pull. I'm guessing an Arceus and another Charmander. I don't know, they might pull a Pidgey too, just to be safe, but I guess they're checking their deck to see what's prized right now. So what are you guys munching on? I am drinking some fruit punch, actually. Kind of different, you know, changing things up. Usually don't have it. Saw it at the store. I was like, yeah, you know, this hits. This is feeling like what I want. Interesting enough, they only get one Charmander off of the Battle Pass. I don't know if they meant to do that or not, but they do get the Messagosa, and I'm guessing they're gonna get a Charizard or a Pidgeot here, so we will probably Iono them here to get rid of that. Alright, and here we go. Alright, we got a not bad turn here. We will place some things down. We'll go ahead and grab Mr. Moon to go with our sun, so Path won't stop us here. Oh, almost played that out of. Oh my god, what is this? 3 Boost Shakes. Well, we'll go ahead and Messagosa because we're probably gonna just flip tails. Okay, we flip heads, so I guess we'll get another Glimmet because I don't know if we're gonna want to Squawk this hand or not. It's kind of up in the air. I mean, we don't. I'm probably just gonna Squawk because I don't think it's the end of the world. I want to get an energy attached this turn. There is that, and there is that. I know we don't need Manaphy for this matchup. We have a lot of energies prized, actually, which is unfortunate. But at least we did get an energy down, and we got Path down. So if they evolve, it'll be a little bit harder for them to do what they need to do here. So I'm glad we Squawked. We'll see what they got. So, okay, so I ionoed them into Rare Candy Pidgeot. Wow. Perfect. Oh, I ionoed them into Rare Candy Pidgeot and Rare Candy Charizard. There's no way. Oh my god, I Rare Candied them into that and Research? Holy shenanigans. That's insane. I just gave them the most cracked hand ever. Holy moly. Iono is a lie, ladies and gentlemen. Do not depend on this card for anything. Holy crap. Well, at least they can't use their abilities. That's that is something. All right, let's see what we got here. We'll just go ahead and evolve him, attach to this other Glimmet, and we will research this Manaphy away and see what we get here. We got another Glimmet. I'm gonna pickaxe. Didn't get anything because all of our things are in the prizes. We don't have a way, unfortunately, to get another Glimmora, but we can just poison this thing for now. Alright, he's still under path, so hopefully he won't get another Charizard this turn. And if he does get another Charizard this turn, he's still not going to be able to use its ability when it evolves, so that's something. He's going to boss. What is he going to boss out here? The Squawk, probably. Yep. Alright, then he's just going to go ahead and KO it, which is kind of annoying, but that's how it be. We can probably kill it this turn, though, so I'm not too worried. Alright, so we got this. We'll bench that just in case, and we'll research. There we go, we got some Glimmoras here. Yeah, we'll just shuffle that back in. I don't want all this bulk still in my deck. But we'll go ahead and get this just in case. We'll get Glimmora because I'm not really worried about us using our ability because they don't even have a lot of bench Pokemon at the moment. Well, so much for the KO. This Charizard is just very, very thick. That is for sure. Maybe next turn he will go down. But, yeah, let's see what my opponent has going on here. I mean, if they have they need to find a stadium card. Okay, they're going to retreat. Are they going to... I mean, they're going to have to evolve this turn, but the only thing is path is still in play, so they have to have a way to get rid of the path, which I feel like they should have. Okay, so they are playing Arceus. I guess their Arceus was prized. That's why they didn't do it. Okay, so they're running Delphox. So that's fine. The only thing is we threw away our Manaphy. So we don't really have a way to do anything about it. Alright, so they do have a way to get rid of our path, but that is going to bring them down to 3 spaces, and then they're going to get rid of their Charizard, which was really smart there because now I can't boss it out and take a prize. And then they can probably quick search a rare candy and then evolve this Charmander. So they're kind of cracked here. They're really, yep, they're really getting stuff going. Unfortunately, not much we can do here about it. We didn't really get our strategy up super fast, and even when we did, they had ways around it, unfortunately. So this part of the video is going to be why Charizard is really good. And not that Glimmora is bad, but it's just not really good in this matchup. Because Charizard just kind of destroys anything in its path right now. Same thing for Charizard against Vespiquen. Charizard just kills it because of weakness, so that's kind of a problem. So he's gonna boss too, and put us in a more awkward position as well, because we don't have a way to retreat this guy. So we can path again. That's something at least. There's not really anything I want to do here, so I think I'm just gonna have to Gita and attach to this Glimmet down here, because I know that this is going to kill us. Alright, so he's got a research here. He's got another fire energy for his Delphox, which is fine. Let's see what else has he got here. He's thinking. I mean, he doesn't really have to think about too much here. I mean, he can just KO me, and then he needs to take one more prize card, so shouldn't be too worried. Unfortunately, we just kind of had a slow start. I mean, we did slow him down a little bit, but there wasn't much we could do about it anyway. We can finally get our moon in play. Our moon and sun in play, so that's something. But let's see what's in here. We don't have any more Glimmoras because they're prized. So all we can do is Poison Petals him for 80 and hope that when he kills us, we flip heads so we don't take a prize, so he doesn't take a prize card. But he could just have a boss, or he could just retreat into Delphox. But I guess at this point it doesn't matter, because he can just escape rope into Delphox and then use Delphox's attack. So unfortunately, we didn't get much going there. We didn't get our moon and sun up in time, and the path didn't stop him long enough for us to get our strategy going. Charizard's just really powerful right now, but it's alright. We'll go ahead and get into this next video. It'll show off this deck a little better, show off what it's got going a little bit better. So we're facing some person. I'm not going to try to pronounce that, because I know I would not be able to pronounce it correctly. So here we go. So of course, we're going to flip the coin. We're going to call it wrong and probably go second. But it is fine, because we don't mind going second with this deck. Yep, he is going to go first. So that is fine with us. Hopefully we get a Gita and a boost shake. That would be optimal, but it seems like we get neither of those, and we didn't get a energy, so we're kind of lacking. This hand's kind of lacking something. Doesn't have a supporter of any kind either, but we will be able to set up our bench with our Mons of choice, so that's at least something. Hopefully we can get some kind of supporter off this pickaxe. And we're facing Chin Pao here. Definitely a hard matchup for us, but he at least has to get rid of 5 energy to kill us, so that's at least something versus 4. He's got the battle pass here. So let's see what he grabs. He grabs another Frigibax, which is interesting. Little does he know he's gonna have to dwindle his bench down to only 3 pretty soon. So we'll see what he decides to pick as 3 on his bench. And I guess he's gonna pass it off to us here. Let's see what we got. We got a fighting energy. We can use Ascension, so that's something. So his bench will go down this turn. We gotta have to grab the Manaphy here. Unfortunately, we don't really want to get stuck here with the Greninja. I think I'm gonna use the Iono, get his hand out of here. And we did get a boost shake, so that is something. Not like it really matters since we have Ascension. But the question is, do I hold the hand or not? I think I'm gonna hold it. Unfortunately, we're gonna squawk for nothing. And now his bench is going to be down to 3. So he can't even bench anything else, so he is already bench locked. So that is a good setup for us. So hopefully we didn't Iono him into Rare Candy. It seems like we didn't Iono him into Rare Candy by Excalibur, but I'm sure he has a way to get to it with that big ass hand. So he has a cross switcher, which is interesting. So he's gonna bring out the Squawk ability, our liability that we didn't use, unfortunately, but it's fine. It seems like he's just gonna switch out, if anything. He's gonna get the Luminion and he's gonna Irida most likely here for Baxcalibur. Seems like that is what is coming their way, or coming our way. Why would it be? Yeah, why would it be their way? It'd be coming my way. Alright, so that is what he is doing here, it seems like. What else does he got is the question, because he doesn't have Chinpao in the active, so he can't really do much. He did get a superior energy retrieval, so that's kind of annoying. So all those water ones he discarded can get back in his hand, and he could theoretically retreat and attack this turn. I don't think he can take a KO this turn, but well, I don't know. I think that's 3 in the discard now, and 3 is enough to kill my Squawk abilities. So that is honestly probably enough to kill, quite unfortunately. So yeah, that was just a good turn for our opponent here. I mean, he had the cross switcher, he had the fish into Irida into Baxcalibur, and then yeah, off of that he drew the Pokestop, and the Pokestopped into the superior energy retrieval, and he already had water energy in the discard. Talk about a lot of stuff lining up. So he definitely had enough water energy in his hand, that's for sure. So yeah, he's definitely has enough to kill a Squawk ability here. But at least the good thing is we can attack this turn, and we can probably set up our hopefully we can set up our path to the peak and our sun and our moon here. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so there's that, there's our sun. We will evolve this, and then we are just going to go ahead and research, and hopefully we get a couple things. That's good. We got exactly what we were looking for, because we can grab the moon here, and then we can grab the peak, and we can grab our Sneasler, and then we can attack him. So now he has 3 on the bench, he has no abilities, and he is kind of in a weird spot here. What shall he do? He did take the first KO, so he should have some options here. The only thing that would have made this better is if we Iono'd him, but I guess it's kind of here nor there. So he does have Super Cold, so he does... He can Hellblade for 2, I think it's 250, or maybe it's 240. I don't know math. Yes, 240. So he can't kill us here, which is good. So we have more energy here. I think I'm gonna switch actually, and we're gonna go ahead and keep that up here. Keep our Glimmora up so he stays in the active. And then we will just pass the turn off and take a prize card because of Radiant Sneasler doing some work here. Prizes are kind of iffy, but it's alright. Let's see what he's got here. He's got another Chin Pao, but he just can't do anything because the path is locked him down. We'll go ahead and just kill him here. Take another prize card. That prize card is fine. Let's see what he's got. He probably can't do much here unless he just drew in a bunch of water energy, but it seems like he hasn't drawn any water energy. So we are going to use a couple things here. Our bench is full, so it's not like we can set up another Glimmet, but we can thin the deck out a little bit. I was just checking on something, seeing what was in my discard pile, what was in my deck still. Well, let's see what my opponent has got going on here, if he has anything he is able to play. So he does have the Superior Energy Retrieval, so that should be able, if he has 1 in hand, that should be able to get him to kill here. But let's see. Does he only have 4 from that, or does he have 5? It seems like he only has 4, and he's gonna retreat and then attack with the Frigibacks. Interesting. It's a bold play, Cotton. Let's see if it plays off. If it pays off. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Dodgeball, but it's from that. It's a great movie. You should definitely watch it if you haven't. So yeah, we'll go ahead and kill that. He is definitely not in a good spot here. He's kind of screwed unless he can get something up. I mean, either way, it doesn't really matter. He got the Lost Vacuum, but a little late. Because even if he gets a kill here, I still have the other one to re-kill. So he's just gonna scoop here, it seems like. And that is good with me. I mean, that is how the Glimmora deck works. It just shuts them down with Path, and then you use your Sun and your Moon to block off the Path's effect from your part, so you can continue to block their bench with Mons. Alright, and we'll go ahead and get into this third game here. We're facing Ocean, and he seems like he's facing, or he's got a Charmander deck for us, aka another Charizard deck. And we're gonna have to mulligan, it seems like. How many mulligans are we gonna take? Just the one, seems like. And we have a Moon start, which is not ideal. At least we'd like to start with the Sun, if anything. If anything bad, you know, start with the Sun. But we did get a boost shake, so maybe that's something. But it seems like we aren't facing a Charmander deck or Charizard deck. We are facing Lost Box, which is quite interesting. Because you know the slaves and the coin would predict that they were playing Charizard, but no, they're playing some kind of Lost Box deck. And let's see what they got here. He's definitely turboing right now, that is for sure. And he's got a gold artisan, which just dropped. Just dropped from the item shop. Alright, he's got a lot of things here on his first turn. And then we will use Artisan to get a Glimmet up here. And we'll grab a Moon. I mean, that's a Sun. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do things. And here's what you do. You set up the Gita, and then you can boost shake the same turn. And you can also get this out of the active spot, and then path, and then boost shake for the Glimmora, and then he has to discard something. So that is a really good setup for us. It was kind of a slow start, and we're kind of at a weird spot here because our hand is kind of poopy, and he has a lot more variability to draw what he needs at the moment. So it's not looking too great for us, kind of just the difference in hands. And unfortunately, he does have an escape rope, so that is going to put us at a disadvantage here. And he is going to continue to flower select. And hopefully not on the second turn get 10 in his discard, because that would be very, very bad. But he's going to Iono us here, so that is very helpful. Still not exactly what I want to see, but it's definitely better than the hand that we had. So he has the Flying Entry Hawlucha here. So we're going to go back into Glimmora. And I'm assuming he's just going to get rid of the Hawlucha here. Yeah, he does. And then he's going to spit innocently at us. Alright, so it's back to our turn. We'll grab another Glimmet. And hopefully we can get this pickaxe. Oh, we do get the pickaxe on it. So we'll set that up. Unfortunately, Manaphy does not help us against Sableye, which is quite unfortunate. But we can go ahead and get a KO here with this. And unfortunately, though, this deck just kind of struggles against Lost Box because all of our Pokemon are really low and you need Manaphy to protect them. But if he gets, you know, Sableye up, that Sableye just goes straight through Manaphy. So that's definitely something to worry about. Especially right now, I think that he is at 10 or more. So that is not good for us because he can go ahead and kill this Glimmet we have on the bench. And there is not much we can do about it here. He is going to rope. He's going to rope into his Sableye, it seems like. Oh, no, he's going to rope into his Comfey. Oh, he only had 9, so now he's got 10. I'm sorry, he had 8, and then now he has 9. So he can't do it yet, but he has a Lost Vacuum, so he can get it in there. So now he has 10, and he has the Retreat, so he is popping off at the moment. So he's going to Lost Mine us here, unfortunately, and we can most likely say goodbye to our Glimmet here. and it did exactly enough with that flying entry to our moon here, so he can kill the moon as well, which is highly unfortunate. So that was just a really good turn by my opponent. So, oof, we're definitely at a disadvantage here. We can use Raihan though. So that was at least a nice draw. There's not much we need here. The problem is, I mean, I think we should grab maybe a super rod, but it kind of doesn't matter here. I need to get. The problem is I have to get another Glimmet down. I can't not get one down this turn, because this thing is definitely looking close to dying. But the problem is, if he has another Sableye, then I'm pretty much screwed. Especially if he has a Sableye and another Hawlucha, then I'm definitely screwed. But let's see what he's got cooking up here. So he is thinking. He's thinking. Okay, so, oh no, so he has a Raihan, so that's not good. So that can either get him the Sableye or a way to get the Sableye. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, he's gonna grab that. He's gonna grab the Luminous Energy. Interesting. I wonder what else he has in here that needs the Luminous Energy. Seems like he's gonna thin out the deck here a little bit more with the Comfeys, and then switch into the Sableye and Sableye us, which is not good. And he's got a horn. Maybe that's what he got with Raihan. Oh no, that is not good. The one chance you see that horn is actually going to come in handy, because he's just going to put 40 and 40, and there's nothing we can do about it. Oof. Not good, Patrick. Not good. And then he's going to put the rest on there. Yeah, which is not good, because that is now within spitting distance of his Cramorant, and that would be 2 for game. Yeah, so this deck just kind of struggles with Lost Box here. And we did not get anything very helpful. And we are out of Glimmets too, which is highly unfortunate. Doesn't really matter what we get. I'm kind of just thinning the deck at this point. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to lose, because I don't have a way to get anything back. I mean, Super Rod is the only way I have to get some of this stuff back, and I obviously can't find it right now. So we'll go ahead and kill this and hope that he doesn't have another Sableye or a Cramorant in his hand. Let's see what he's got here. Well, there's the Sableye, because that can easily kill us. I'm sure he has a pivot. He unfortunately does have a pivot. So that'll be game here. It's definitely difficult to face Lost Box, especially if they pop off at the beginning of the match here, because, yeah, as you can see, he just destroyed us with Sableye. That was like all he used the whole time. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes sometimes. But we still played pretty well. I mean, there was nothing we could have done that would have made it worse or better. We still had a good run in that play. I really liked the deck shutting down certain things. I know this didn't show off exactly how good or bad it was, but I thought some of these videos were just good in their own right, and I would show them regardless of how well the opponent played, or how lucky they got, or how unlucky I got in the match. But that'll be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed. PP out.